Hey everybody, Jason Hawes here, and today we are in Weymouth, Massachusetts at a property built in 1903 that's now known as Emery Estates. So we're going to check this place out. And there's JV.
Hello.
What up, man?
What a great place.
This really is. I mean, you look at it, it's got those big columns out in front, which is funny because when you get here, you pull up in the back, which looks like the front, and the front looks like the back.
Yeah, it's you could get really turned around coming front, back, sideways. Yeah, and the old access with the tree-lined path is now overgrown, but it was
That's right, yeah.
on the other side of the house.
Carriage used to come up. I'll show you guys out there in a minute.
Yeah.
But this is the Emery family right here. So now the house originally was the Binion.
Binions, yes.
The
In
Binions.
1903, the Binions built the house. It's a beautiful piece of property. It overlooks Boston Harbor. You can see the Boston skyline if you get above the trees, which the second and third floor you can. So it must have been gorgeous back in the day.
Well, and they actually used this property at one point to look for any invading subs
during World War II.
Coming into the harbor.
Afraid of German U-boats sneaking into the harbor.
Damn German
U-boats. Those Germans. I'll tell you what.
All right. So this room, of course, we have it set up right now as Command Central for everything.
Gorgeous fireplace.
It really is. And so the Binion family built the property in like 1903, but the Emery family really owned the property for about a century.
Yeah.
And, they lived, they died. A lot of them passed away here. So, I mean, the house has definitely seen tragedy. There's also claims of a little boy in 1910, or right around there, that was crushed by a carriage on the property. And they claim that that people have seen him in this property as well.
Seen and heard. Elizabeth Binion, Elizabeth Binion died on the property. She died, the house was built for her. And she lived here, I think it was about 12 years. And then she died of lead poisoning, which is just a terrible way to, dying is bad, but that's a slow, painful way to die.
They were saying she got it from the water tower or something?
That was one of the theories, but I don't understand if she got it from the water tower, why everybody didn't get it.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Because I'm sure they were all drinking the water. But either way, once she died, the Binion family, her husband, her widower, and their son couldn't live here anymore. So that's when they sold it to the Emery family.
And the Emery family were big wool merchants. So that's how they made their fortune. And then the town, the Emery family lived here until what, 2010? 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And then the town took over the property after the last remaining Emery family person who resided here passed away.
Yeah, that would have been Allan Emery Jr. He was 91 when he passed away in the house in 2010. And then they gave the property, which is gorgeous. They've made it a park, but they gave it to the town.
Now, beautiful property. A lot of different claims, everything from shadows to voices, whispers, conversations going on. This door really needs to be closed. Anyways,
it's going to take a team effort to get that.
It's going to take a team effort. A little shoulder grease. Let me grab. I did not bring my flashlight. Well, we'll use yours, which is mine.
One of the things that's kind of cool is that if you look at this wallpaper, the house was modeled after George Washington's Mount Vernon. And this wallpaper is George Washington's Mount Vernon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, interesting. Now, there's a lot of different claims that this table in here, that women experience activity at this table, and only women. So,
I find it interesting, too, because this is... I'm assuming this was the original dining room. It's kind of small, given the grandeur of the house.
Yeah.
It's smaller than I expected it would be dining room.
Now, back here, we have the kitchen, which honestly seemed more like it was designed for domestic help. And so, but yeah, well, let's go check out the rest of the house.
Yeah, the way the house is designed, the domestic help can stay completely hidden from the rest of the family. Their quarters, everything, separate staircase, separate everything. And it was paid domestic help. It wasn't slaves. It was in the 1900s. But still, they kept them very separate.
All right. So here we go. Now we've got pretty much full control of this property for a couple days. So I'm looking forward to this. And this is our second day here already. And to be honest, last night kind of went well.
Yeah, we caught some pretty cool stuff and had some neat experiences.
Which we got to try to figure out. So here we go. So this is the second floor. Let's see. We can start at this end. They all have some pretty awesome closets.
This is the master bedroom, which would have been the bedroom of the Emery, Mr. and Mrs., and the Binions, Mr. and Mrs. And given the fact that Elizabeth Binion died on the property, this was probably the room she died in.
Is this an original bed frame?
According to Rick, these beds were in the property when the town took over.
Wow, look at that. I mean, look at that old phone. Take you forever.
I know.
You always hated the friend who had like a zero.
Zeros and nines in their number.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
come on.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Yep.
There's people today who don't even know what that is.
No.
It's crazy.
A lot of kids would be lost with it.
Yep.
All right. So this room. Now standing right in this spot. I won't tell you everything that happened because last night was really good. We were standing right in this spot and there was a conversation, whispers going on. And it was so loud. We know we caught it, but it was so loud. And it sounded like it was happening right here in a conversation. I mean, multiple people talking. It was so weird. And we didn't know until, so we got here today. Rick unlocked the properties for us. And we didn't know until we were telling Rick. But one of the claims are that right in this area, people hear people talking, which sounds like they're talking about them. So
yeah, so that we found that out today after we had the experience last night.
Now this room here, I'm not going to say it, but you're going to want to watch the video because let me turn the light. So check this room out. Now this is called
Elizabeth's room. Now, I just got done saying that we think she may have passed in the master bedroom. This room is set up as a kind of a memorial to her. There's pictures of her on the table and some of her effects. That book is hers. Her name is in it. So this wasn't her bedroom, but it's been set up as not a monument, but out of respect for Elizabeth Binion.
Now there's also claims, and we don't know the truth of this, that in the early 1900s, that there was an autistic child that used to be kept here on the third floor, chained to a radiator. I'm going to be honest with you. And it supposedly, they think it was one of the workers' children. So not sure if there's any documentation on that, but it's what is said by some of the old time locals who've lived here their entire lives, which sounds freaking horrible.
It does sound horrible, but it wasn't necessarily uncommon.
No,
at the time.
No, which is again horrible.
It is horrible,
especially seeing that they were like sometimes hidden away.
Yep.
They'd create little areas.
You're not going to make me talk about the watermelon head baby again.
Please don't talk about the watermelon head baby.
The watermelon.
It's such a traumatizing thing. All right. So there's another bathroom. Better hope you got good knees if that's the toilet you're trying to sit on.
Wow. That doesn't, I mean, you're a plumber. That doesn't look like an old toilet though, right? Does it?
No, and honestly, no. I mean, still low profile, just a
Yeah.
low profile
I
toilet.
mean, this is an old sink. You can tell this is
Yeah.
probably original. The bathtub as well.
Yeah, I mean, trying to remove those bathtubs, cut them up with a sawzall.
Yeah.
Now, according to what we were told, Billy Graham stayed in this room. Is this? I don't even know how to turn on the power in here. Well, I don't know if I start a freaking fire. Oh, there's a switch right there, right? Or is that for the bathroom? Well, you know
Bathroom.
what? There is no light in here. Well, over there, so yeah, whatever. Now, you're seeing what we see. All right. So
Yeah, so Billy Graham was a college classmate of Allan Emery Jr. And they remained lifelong friends. And he used to come here. And Allan Emery Jr. was the president of was it just Billy Graham organization? I don't know.
yeah.
The Boston chapter.
All right. Now, this room we're heading into now, they say this is the room that Allan Emery passed away in. Pretty much heart failure, right?
Yeah, pneumonia and heart failure. 91 years old, I suppose. That's a long, long life. So,
Does the light switch work?
oh, wow, look at
That's
that.
the old time light
There
switch.
you go. Push button stuff.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. What the hell's going on in here? Freaking seance?
Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't want to sit in too many of those chairs, though.
It's got a weird odor in here, too.
Yeah.
Got a little breezeway off your bedroom.
Okay, cool.
Another closet set up. And this is the light switches we're dealing with, these old times.
That's what I still have in my house.
Do you really?
Yep.
I'm going to leave the old jokes out.
Yep.
I'm going to try to behave.
Another
Another old phone. So, doesn't have the outcome, does it?
No, just read the phone number though.
So this is the back entrance that feeds you down to the kitchen. So this would have been the domestic helps way to go. Yeah, because again, downstairs gets you to the kitchen, upstairs takes you to where the domestic help lived. So we're going to go up that way now. Here we go. So again, according to claims, one of the radiators up here is where an autistic boy used to be chained to. I don't know. Yeah, this is one tiny ass door. Really is. Even like these old cedar closets in here.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to duck down because it's 5 feet in height.
Yep.
So. See if Jimmy can do it with his 1920s knees. All right, I'm going to take you up to the cupola in a minute, but I want to show you the other rooms on this floor first. It's like, yeah, cedar, little cedar closets. All right, let's walk down here. Let's see. Okay, more. Where the hell does that even go? All right, so that's just another closet. I wonder where that goes. You open it and something flies out. Oh, yeah. There's been animal activity in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we should definitely shut that up. All right. You have your upstairs bathroom. Beautiful windows, though.
One of the stories about this bathroom is that the kids, the Emery children, used to play up here, and they played a game called Ghost. And if you got caught, apparently, in the game Ghost, kind of like a hide and seek situation, you were put in here as your jail. This was the jail.
We're playing a game called Ghost right now.
It is a little different, but yeah.
All right. These are some tiny, tiny rooms. I don't know if that would, yeah, I guess it would be considered a closet, right?
I think so. Storage.
Another closet.
I think in there's another closet. Like,
Jesus. Why? It doesn't even make sense.
I know.
It's so weird. All right. And this has the Amityville type windows.
You can't help but see those windows and get a little creeped out by them.
Oh, automatically think of Amityville.
That's what Hollywood's done to us.
Yeah, they have. That and some shitty paranormal shows.
A lot of paranormal shows.
You didn't hear that. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, you did. You heard that.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right. Now we're going to take you up to the cupola. And then we're going to take you out to the carriage house. Big sign right here. Watch your head. Except Sherry?
That's Rick Rico
That's
said,
right. Sherry's been investigated here before.
Ricky Rico said, "Did you see the sign?"
Jeez. All right, look at this. Wow. This is wild. It's wild. All right, let's see. See if I knock myself out doing this one.
Yeah, be careful. Will you take the camera? Are you good?
Sure. Here, there you go. Jeez. It's like using a ladder. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. So again, down the stairs. Again, this is Emery Estates in Weymouth, Massachusetts. This is the back entrance to the kitchen.
But you can see how they could close this, and the domestic help would be completely shut off from the rest of the house and the family.
It's always so weird to me. It's like, all right, you're supposed to work here, but you're not supposed to exist.
Right.
Did you hear that?
Sound like it weren't?
A stare? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if
I
it's
did
a
hear it,
voice
though.
or a stare. All right.
Oh, you should show this though. Root beer and stuff that was
Oh my God.
found in the pantry downstairs.
They found a whole lot of root beer down here.
You can open this.
Oh, look at that.
Ginger ale, Scorpio's nectar.
Scorpios and nectar.
Ginger ale and root beer.
Bottle, $50 if you drink
Yeah. Yeah, then you're going to be taking care of me puking all night.
one. Yeah. All right, back to the dining room. So, Let's get some flashlights and we'll take you down cellar in the basement. We'll go from there. So be right back. All right, we're back. We got our flashlights. We're going to go down cellar now, which is kind of creepy in its own way.
It is a little creepy. Now, for a long time, it was a finished basement. And they used to have the Bible study classes down there and stuff.
I mean, it looked more like dark magic going on.
Yeah, you'll see when we get down there.
Here we go. Woo-hoo. Yeah, look at this. This is so weird. You probably want your flashlight on too, so we can double it up here. This looks like they're doing scrying here.
Oh yeah, with the mirror. Is there one there too? Is that a mirror? Or is that just a
That's just a portrait, picture frame.
That's a mirror though, yeah.
This is weird.
Look at the old knob and tube wiring.
Oh wow, yeah. If you look up, you can see the old knob and tube electrical, which
probably still active.
I wouldn't go licking my finger and touching it.
Don't touch it.
For sure.
Don't touch it.
All right. Oh, these friggin' spider webs everywhere. Oh, old safe.
What the hell is touching my neck?
Oh,
this.
The light cord. I mean, very possibly it could have been a huge spider. There's another safe. How many safes are down here?
So Rick was telling me a story that underneath this plywood, there's a hole which is now being used for like a sump pump.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently one of the family members that visited here once told him that there used to be again, with the tunnels, there used to be a tunnel in here that they used to play in. And that was the access to it.
And the art of tunnels.
And if you look up here, notice there's
oh yeah,
something that hoists things out.
So weird. Well, it's a basement.
This is where the ginger ale and the root beer was found, in this little storage area.
Wow. Alrighty.
Remember I was telling you about the garbage thing?
So this is set up so the sink upstairs, you lift up this plank that's under the sink.
We basically
Oh,
open
yeah,
the
just
cabinet
open the
door,
door,
and
and
it's on a
on a
pulley,
string.
so it lifts.
And you just throw food or whatever into that, and it goes right down here into a garbage can.
It's kind of ingenious.
It really is. All right. Now we're going to head off to the carriage house.
Ta-da.
That was amazing. I like the ta-da part. That really added to it. No. All right. Let me see about drying off this lens. All right, we're back. Here we go. So interesting is this picture right here. You see of Native Americans. There was a tree on this property, according to claims, that was very spiritual to the indigenous people, and that they used to hold ceremonies here at the tree.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going, Jim?
Right here, down through here, I think is the best next step. Since this property is owned by the town, They used this as a lot of storage for the town. You can see the street lights and stuff. This was a animal pen.
And now it's holding a bench seat for for some cars.
So one of the stories is that one of the family members that came back here to visit and take the tour, and Rick was giving the tour, it was the grandson of one of the matriarchs of the house. Spent a lot of time here, and he came in here as this 8-year-old boy, and he found one of the workers dead on the floor right over here. Apparently died while he was working of a heart attack. I'll go up here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I haven't been up there in forever.
Let me go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Last time I was here was probably 6, 7 years ago, only for a night while some friends were investigating. Definitely some animal activity.
Yeah, and if you look at the rafters, they're all charred. This
thing burned.
Looks like it nearly burned completely because it's bad. The charring is really bad.
Wow. Yeah, it is. I'm surprised the thing's still standing.
I know.
Look at that one up there.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, all this, look at that. I mean, you look at it and you're like, how does that even still exist? With that right there.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. They actually reinforced it with other.
But this in here was set up as a little living quarters for either the driver or one of the other domestic help.
Just one little bathroom right there.
Which was common.
Oh, they have an expansion tank up there.
Yeah, this must have been for like domestic hot water. Like they fed off of this. Or something. I don't know.
I mean, it being steam heat might have been just an expansion tank to bleed off extra pressure.
Could be.
Something ate a hole through that thing.
Man.
Have you been in here in the dark yet?
No. Nope. I had a tour in the daylight.
Yeah, that's about what I'm going to do. So that is Emery Estates, as you can see right there in front of us. Very interesting property up here in Weymouth, Massachusetts. Watch the investigation because it's going to be a wild one. So stay tuned. Till then, keep it real and on to the next.